Music TV.
Blessed risings, good afternoon or good evening, depending on where in the world you're tapping in from. You got to keep in mind that Keep It PE podcast is a global show. And today, on this episode of the Kyle Files, we will be discussing bands ditch Metal Fest after Kyle Rittenhouse announced as special guest. Evergreen Terrace, Southpaw, and others have ditched Shell Shock 2, which is slated to take place in Orlando later this month. Boy, you just knew they was riding with your anti-blackness. You just knew it. You just knew that they was willing to risk it all. You just knew. Yeah. You don't remember I did all this? And hold on. His appearance of, because he didn't shoot no black people. They were Black Lives Matter. So they automatically, just because you said the word black, you're automatically painted as black. You're AKA a Negro lover at that point. But we not riding with Black Lives Matter. Don't try to paint that as some black group. Don't try to do that. See, that's what y'all want to try to do. Like we riding against fam because of Black Lives Matter. No, we riding against fam because he's anti-black. That's why. Straight down the middle. That's what his parents is. That's what his family is. That's what he's being taught. And so that is why we don't ride with Kyle Rittenhouse. That's why. And all that and what he stands for. See, the whole thought process. Joe Biden didn't even hit me back. Like the president just be hitting people back, fam, like you. I'm white. He white. He better give me the respect that a white man deserves. How dare he not return my... Does he know who I am? I got away with shooting people. You don't know. You know how I get down now. You know how I get down. I travels for man. I puts it down. I go from state to state. Several bands have dropped off the bill of a metal festival taking place later this month in Orlando. A metal festival just sounds anti-black. Just every band, see, that's what they didn't want. Every band in there automatically would have been, they're not for black. I know, like black, automatically. Dropped off the bill of a metal festival taking place later this month in Orlando after it was announced that Kinosha protest shooter Kyle Rittenhouse will appear as a special guest. The exodus from Shell Shock 2, a charity fest raising money and awareness for veterans and first responders with PTSD, began earlier this week. How could you put your brand with that if you a charity? How you gonna be called you an anti-black charity? How you gonna have veterans awareness? You anti-black veterans? You anti-black first responders with PTSD? Because that's what supporting him would mean. And it don't have nothing to do with Black Lives Matter. Don't even try that. See, that's Black Lives Matter. No, we don't care about that. The words mean something. See, I support the words, not the group. See that? Big difference. Don't white lives matter? Obviously, they matter enough where he thought the president was supposed to reply to him for some odd reason. The festival headliners, Evergreen Terrace, several other bands followed per Loudwire, including Southpaw, Let Me Bleed, and American Hollow. Rittenhouse was revealed as a Shell Shock guest on social media per a now deleted post that was shared on Reddit. The post featured a photo of Rittenhouse at the 2020 Kinosha, Wisconsin protests against racial injustice where he shot 3 people and killed 2. Rittenhouse was acquitted of homicide. Oh, golly, I was charged with murder. I got away with murder and he don't take my call. He don't know who I is. He don't know. I'll bust a cap now. It continues. In the photo, Rittenhouse is holding a gun in one hand and raising his other. The caption reads, "Raise your hands if you'll blank be at shell shock." In a statement shared on Facebook, Evergreen Terrace explained the decision to ditch the festival. Evergreen Terrace has always supported and continues to support philanthropic uh, events for veterans, PTSD awareness, child poverty, and many more, but we will not align with an event promoting a perceived murderer such as Kyle Rittenhouse, capitalizing off of their pseudo celebrity. Right, that's what I said. Who is you? Who is you special? I'm a white man. That's who I is. And you know that I bust a cap. I'm a white man, and you know what I'm about my business. I stand on business. I bust a cap. See, that's how y'all talk. You try to make it seem like it's us. No, that's how y'all talk. That's your talk. Even after they offered to pull Kyle from the event, we discovered several associated entities that we simply do not agree with. I told you it was the KKK fest, fam. It was the anti-black metal fest, fam. That's what it was. And they tried to put the trickery, but that goes hand in hand with metal music. See? So they try to slide that in there, and they know not too many Negroes is going to that. See, ain't no FBA's really going to the metal music festival, and they know that. So this is their breeding ground. See, yeah. It's a cesspool breeding ground of anti-black sentiment. There you go. We can say racism, whatever you like. I think racism is the word is played down. That reverse racism. Oh, the Indians was discriminating against you. Then the racism of the. So racism now used for everything. You don't like strawberry ice cream. You're racist against strawberry ice cream? What? What are you talking about? That's a preference. That's not even a prejudice. That's a preference. See, we don't understand language. We don't understand the jargon. We don't know how to comprehend. We can read, but we can't comprehend what we're reading. Hello, McFlizzle, not trying to tell you how to think, trying to show you how to think. That's why we break down the articles that we do. That's why we break down the articles the way that we do here on Keep It P podcast, where we take news situations and everyday occurrences and we show how one could or cannot be keeping it P. And I am your host, TZ Von Savage, in the place to be. Make sure you hit subscribe, the like, leave a comment, say where you're tapping in from. Okay. You can't do that. Y'all can't follow no directions. Like I said, we can read, but we can't comprehend. We can hear, but we don't listen. See, we don't follow directions that way. So they found out that there was going to be other anti-blackness on the ticket, and they simply don't agree with that. As associates as advocates for free speech, we are respectfully canceling the Shell Shock Festival. We will be personally contributing to a veterans charity and urge you to do the same. Southpaw, in their statement, said they agreed to play the fest knowing it was raising money for a good cause, but knew nothing of a particular individual being a main focus of support for the show until after accepting. This simply is not what we signed up for, period. And Let Me Bleed said, though we are advocates of free speech, we are collectively not a political band. It wasn't until after we agreed to play the festival that these problematic and potentially alienating entities were being used to market the show, and that is something we simply cannot condone. No bait and switch. Or maybe you knew about it, but then once it got out, you was like, oh, no, fam. Oh, no, we can't be losing our sponsors out here. Black people do got money. We do shop. We are one of the biggest consumer groups. Yeah. Sad to say. Shell Shock 2 is still slated to take place on October 19th, and following the notable acts dropping out, festival organizers have booked a Slipknot tribute band called SIC. On Instagram, Shell Shock founder and CEO Tyler Hoover rebuffed the band's ditching the festival and those criticizing it, saying, I'm here to tell you, you're not punk. You're not hardcore. You people, the people that are trolling and the people that are talking SHIT, you guys are the mentally ill portion of society. You guys are the ones that are manipulating. Huh? because they didn't want to be anti-black. He added the lynch mob. Oh, here we go. I took ain't this is how white supremacy works. They take both sides of the argument and then they try to twist and turn and play verbal gymnastics and word salad. Now you bringing up lynching. An anti-black festival bringing up lynching. Isn't that cute? So this is the founder, Tyler Hoover. The lynch mob here to take down Shell Shock will not win. It doesn't matter because guess what? You can't kill Spirit, you can't kill Punk, and you can't effing kill Shell Shock, and you can't kill anti-black racism. That's what he just wanted to tell you. He wanted you to know that. It's unclear what exactly Rittenhouse will be doing at Shell Shock, or if he'll just be attending. In a statement shared with US Today, Hoover said the fest is not going to turn anyone down who wishes to attend. Everyone is welcome. He continued, we do not discriminate. I told you, reverse discrimination. It reverse racism. Because they don't want to be part of the anti-black racism all out in the face of everyone. If you'd have kept it behind closed doors, they was with you. But when you tried to act like it was all good in the hood, they was like, nah, we're cool, fam. We thought this was going to be something quiet. We didn't know it was going to get out that this was a shell shock anti-black racism festival. We didn't know. Shell Shock is a PTSD charity and awareness event to support our military veterans and first responders. No, it's to support the Punk. You just said that. It's about Punk. You can't kill Spirit. You can't kill Punk. You didn't say you can't kill charity. You can't kill the awareness for PTSD. You didn't say that. That's not what you said. If that was your main mission and goal, that's what you would have stayed on and that's what you would have focused on. But you can't kill Punk. You can't kill the spirit of the music. Right. So stop. The anti-black music. Right. Stop. Many influencers reached out to us to give their support, one of which was Kyle Rittenhouse. Okay, great. And you went with that. Period, point blank. So now you want to try to flip the script. No, you got found out. They was with you. Boys and girls, what did we learn today? The arrogance, fam. Boy, they be so arrogant. This is what the privilege looks like. This is what male privilege looks like. Neanderthal logic right here. Right here. Fam thinks he's really a celebrity, P. A somebody. He's an influencer now. You wasn't an influencer before, but because you killed 2 people, but if he was black and he killed people, then he's a thug, he's a hooligan, he's a heathen, throw away the key, right? Right, okay. There's plenty of lessons to be learned, but I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just gonna mold you, fold you, and scold you about being off code. Gonna leave you with 4 words as we always do around this time. Subscribe for the vibe, like for the spike, comment your vomit, and share if you care, if you dare to get Black empowerment everywhere. We are on all the platforms: Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook. Come and take a look. You might get hooked. Don't get shook, because there are imposters out there trying to be like Keep It P Podcast. You already know that. Love, peace, blessings, and maloha. I gotta go ha for shoha. Big brother like Bright Supremo Mike T, signing off.
Music TV.